In the competitive world of Chinese electric vehicles,
It's looking for a spot
that are going further and costing less than ever before, no company makes or sells more than BYD, the Chinese giant taking on Tesla.
BYD, this is incredible. Like, without recharging, without refueling 2,000 kilometers, is this first of all really doable, and is this groundbreaking?
The reason why BYD went from being a bargain battery maker to Tesla's biggest rival is because of its emphasis on affordability, and to further shake the global EV industry.
And there's one car maker in particular that has given Tesla a run for its money: Warren Buffett-backed BYD.
BYD's CEO has unveiled a new electric vehicle priced at just $4,999. This, in addition to challenging the high-cost status quo of electric cars, opens doors for widespread access to eco-friendly vehicles like never before. But how did BYD achieve this shocking price cut? And can this budget-friendly car still compete in quality and performance? Join us as we explore the revolutionary vision behind BYD's latest offering, examining its impact on the EV market. Affordability as a strategy. BYD's rapid growth in the electric vehicle market, commonly called the EV market, is driven by one primary factor: affordability. In an industry led by major players like Tesla and Mercedes, BYD has emerged as a global leader, recently surpassing Tesla as the world's largest EV manufacturer, with sales in over 60 countries.
Chinese automaker sold more than 526,000 fully electric vehicles in the fourth quarter of last year, which was enough to outpace Tesla.
The company's founder, chairman, and CEO Wang Chuanfu has had a strategic focus on making EVs accessible, helping the company to dominate the market by emphasizing affordable, quality vehicles that appeal to a broad audience worldwide. Now, BYD has released a big new product in the electric car market called the Seagull EV Honor Edition, which starts at a very low price. This is a strong move that shows BYD's desire to start a price competition with regular gas-powered cars. But with an electric vehicle this cheap, who wouldn't think about switching from gasoline? But that's not even the best part. Called the Mini Lamborghini, the Seagull is not only about being cheap, but there's more to it. It was designed under the creative eye of Wolfgang Egger, a former Lamborghini designer, adding an unexpected touch of luxury to this entry-level EV. Inside, the Honor Edition does not disappoint, boasting a 10.1-inch rotating infotainment screen driven by BYD's Dialink intelligent network connection, which brings media and connectivity right to the driver's fingertips. It can also go up to 252 miles with the choice of 30.08 kilowatts and 38.88 kilowatts blade battery packs. It will also be able to fast charge from 30% to 80% in only 30 minutes. BYD has designed an affordable electric vehicle with smart features that could impress even the most doubtful driver. BYD introduced its new electric car, the Seagull, in China on April 27, 2023.
We're looking at a BYD Seagull. This vehicle was recently introduced and kind of caught the auto industry, really caught their attention.
Unlike other electric cars in its price range that have only 3 doors, the Seagull has a unique 5-door hatchback design and seats 4 people, measuring just 148.8 inches in length. Chinese media reported that BYD created the Seagull with younger customers in mind, aiming for those who want a simple way to get around. The Seagull's exterior has a modern look with sharp lines, headlights shaped at angles, and a roof that slopes down to rear lights connected by a light bar. Inside, BYD maximized space by extending the wheelbase to length ratio to 66%, higher than their BYD Dolphin model at 64%, and using a thinner battery design. The dashboard reflects a wing shape inspired by a seagull's wings, offering a sleek 2-tone look and featuring a 10.1-inch rotatable touchscreen alongside a smaller 5-inch digital display. Safety was also prioritized, as the Seagull includes 6 airbags, rear disc brakes, an electronic parking brake, and electronic stability control. BYD built 61% of the car's frame from high-strength steel, using hot forming for added durability in key areas. After debuting at the Auto Shanghai show in April last year, BYD started delivering the Seagull across China and received a remarkable 10,000 orders in just one day. By November 29th the same year, the 200,000th Seagull rolled off the production line, an impressive achievement in only 7 months. Selling at a price under 90,000 yen, which is about $12,000, the Seagull quickly attracted attention from both international media and industry experts. Can any other electric car compete with this level of affordability and design? BYD reduced the Seagull's price by 5% in March 2024 with the release of a special Seagull Honor Edition for the 2024 model year, adding a new ice blue exterior with a sea blue interior.
It's the best-selling Chinese electric brand. Now, the car that I'm standing in front of right now is the Seagull. It's a new all-electric car.
The Seagull is available in 3 models that make electric driving accessible and flexible, depending on your needs. The Vitality Edition is the base model, perfect for everyday city trips with a range of 190 miles. This is like driving from Los Angeles to San Diego on a single charge. The mid-range Freedom Edition has the same range and similar features, but offers a few extra comforts, ideal if you want something a bit more refined for your commute. Finally, there's the Flying Edition, the top version with an extended range of 252 miles, so you could easily travel from New York to Washington, D.C. without needing a recharge. All models reach up to 81 miles per hour, and with a fast charger, you can bring the battery from 30% to 80% in just 30 minutes, perfect for a quick coffee break. The Seagull's reach is rapidly extending beyond China. A new product, the Dolphin Mini, was just launched in South America. The price in Brazil was around $20,000, an amenable price level to an EV in any global market. BYD is doing great with its plan to offer affordable EVs. Last year, the company sold over 280,000 units of Seagull in China, most of them over the sales of Dolphin and Yuan Plus Auto 3 models. It's making waves in the industry. Rivals like Ford are taking notice. Ford CEO Jim Farley even confessed to being worried, saying if car makers can't hold their own against Chinese electric vehicle companies, then 20% to 30% of their revenue is at risk. In response, Ford is now developing a low-cost EV platform to stay competitive.
People from outside of Ford that have expertise in that, and we are developing a low-cost EV platform.
But BYD is not stopping with entry-level cars. The company is making its way into the high-end sector with new launches such as the Yangwang U9 electric supercar, priced at a heavy $233,000, and 2 mid-size electric SUVs, the Sea Lion 07 and Song L, which directly aim at bestsellers like Tesla's Model Y. The BYD Seagull EV Honor Edition is not just a cheap car, it makes a point. With a combination of great design, good range, and leading-edge technology at an equitable price, BYD has written a new script for what can be expected from affordable EVs. They are not only creating change with increasing competition against gas cars, but also leading the industry into a new and exciting time. But you may wonder why BYD is so focused on making affordable cars. Here's why. A tireless cost-cutting CEO. To begin with, BYD's chairman, Wang Chuanfu, is all about getting electric vehicles affordable. Chuanfu is a tireless cost cutter, and Charlie Munger, Warren Buffett's longtime partner at Berkshire Hathaway, highlighted Wang's rare talent in one of his final interviews last year. Reflecting on Wang's hands-on skills, Munger recounted how Wang could inspect someone's part in the morning and be able to replicate it by the afternoon, a quality Munger described as unlike anything he'd ever seen. He praised Wang as both a natural engineer and an executive who gets things done, a powerful combination that Munger believed set him apart.
But BYD is going to be huge in electric vehicles. They're already huge, and they're going to be much more huge, and then they're going to be huge.
Was it any wonder, then, that Munger went so far as to say Wang was even better at actually making things than Elon Musk? Most likely, Chuanfu draws inspiration from his own amazing personal journey, from tough beginnings to success. Having started as an orphan, Wang created a large EV business and even outpaced Tesla's Elon Musk in China's tough market. That past could drive him to make sure more people can afford electric vehicles, since he wants to increase EV use around the world. Under his leadership, BYD has become a top company in affordable clean energy vehicles. They offer new and low-cost choices to customers while still keeping quality and sustainability. Tesla's cheapest model in China starts at around $31,900, more than 3 times the price of BYD's lowest-cost model. BYD's Seagull, an all-electric hatchback priced at $9,900, sold over 280,000 units last year, representing nearly 20% of BYD's total battery EV sales. As a short history, BYD Auto started in January 2003 when Wang Chuanfu bought the Xi'an Qinchuan Automobile Company. In 2005, BYD produced its first car, the BYD F3. Not long after, in 2008, BYD launched the F3 DM, its first plug-in hybrid vehicle, and the next year, it introduced the E6, its first fully electric car. Since 2020, BYD has seen impressive growth in sales, driven by the demand for new energy vehicles in China. Beginning in 2021, BYD expanded its electric car sales beyond China to areas like Europe, Southeast Asia, Oceania, and Latin America. In March 2022, the company made a bold shift by stopping the production of cars powered only by internal combustion engines, choosing instead to focus entirely on new energy vehicles. By the fourth quarter of 2023, BYD had achieved a major milestone, becoming the world's top seller of battery electric vehicles, surpassing Tesla. Tesla is a big deal in the electric vehicle industry. They've been around since 2003 and have led the market with their high-tech, top-performing cars. Tesla changed how people think about EVs by showing they could be fast, reliable, and desirable. Their Model S set the bar for luxury electric cars, and the Model 3 made EVs more affordable and available to a wider audience. Tesla's factories, called gigafactories, are some of the largest in the world, allowing them to ramp up production and meet global demand.
We're excited to announce that the next Tesla Gigafactory will be in Mexico near Monterrey.
They also built an extensive network of fast charging stations, making it easier for owners to drive long distances. So, when BYD beat Tesla in BEV sales in the last quarter of last year, it was a huge moment. Tesla has been the leader for so long, and beating them in sales shows that other companies, especially ones from China like BYD, are becoming a serious challenge. BYD's success is partly due to its ability to offer affordable cars and their strong backing in China, a market where EVs are growing rapidly. This shift shows that even though Tesla is still a major player, the EV market is getting more competitive as new companies enter the game. The rivalry between BYD and Tesla, two major players in the electric vehicle market, is heating up. BYD recently announced a new technology that promises smoother rides, even on rough or bumpy roads. This new tech, designed for BYD's high-end Yangwang line, could make off-road driving and city rides more comfortable. But that's not all. BYD's innovation uses LiDAR sensors, which are the same type of sensors used in many assisted driving systems. These sensors create detailed maps around the car, allowing it to predict and adjust for bumps, turns, and even shallow water. BYD's founder, Wang Chuanfu, said this breakthrough leads and surpasses foreign technology, a possible jab at Tesla, which recently recalled more than 360,000 vehicles over issues with its self-driving software. Meanwhile, Tesla is making moves in China too. CEO Elon Musk recently announced that Tesla will open a new factory in Shanghai, focusing on producing megapacks, which are massive batteries the size of a shipping container. Each megapack can power up to 3,600 homes for an hour, helping meet China's demand for renewable energy storage. As BYD takes aim at Tesla with new technology, and Tesla expands its footprint in BYD's home market, it's clear that the battle for EV dominance is just getting started. The company also made history in China by becoming the top-selling car brand in 2023, taking the lead from Volkswagen, which had held that title since China's automotive market opened up. Today, BYD ranks as the third most valuable car maker globally by market value. A big part of BYD's success lies in its strong vertical integration.
BYD is the #1 EV maker in China. So it's still like a trade I think that he would probably want to be a part of, but we're just sort of waiting to hear more, any disclosures perhaps on what's going on there exactly.
They use the BYD Group's experience in producing their own batteries, electric motors, and electronic parts. Most of the parts in BYD vehicles are made within the company, which keeps costs down and allows flexibility in production. The company even operates its own lithium mines, processing facilities, battery production plants, and a chip-making unit. As of 2024, BYD's battery division, FinDreams Battery, is the world's second-largest producer of electric vehicle batteries, specializing in lithium iron phosphate batteries, including BYD's unique Blade battery. The contribution of the battery will surprise you. The Blade battery. BYD has spent 27 years developing advanced battery technology, which has greatly helped them create some of the most innovative electric vehicles on the market. BYD leads the world in producing lithium iron phosphate, or LFP batteries, which are in high demand and expected to make up over 60% of the global power battery market this year. What makes LFP batteries so appealing? They don't use cobalt and offer excellent thermal stability compared to other types. BYD's battery technology has passed tough safety tests, like crush tests, heat tests, and overcharging tests, often exceeding industry requirements. BYD was also one of the first to implement a thermal management system for their batteries, keeping the temperature at an ideal level for smooth and reliable performance in any weather condition. Thanks to this energy efficiency, BYD's electric vehicles in every category achieve some of the industry's best driving ranges. BYD has also introduced the Blade battery, which has become a major breakthrough in the field. This ultra-safe battery is used in all BYD passenger cars and is changing the game in both safety and battery density, delivering top-notch EV performance. The Blade battery's clever array design allows it to offer 50% more space than traditional block batteries. In safety tests, the Blade battery has performed remarkably well in nail penetration tests, reaching a safe 30 to 60 Celsius without smoke or fire, clear proof of its safety. BYD has become a symbol of innovation and engineering excellence, creating revolutionary products with proven reliability. The company's rapid success is evident in its team of over 40,000 engineers, all dedicated to designing the most efficient solutions for a sustainable future. One main strength is BYD's ability to control every stage of production, from raw materials, research and design, to manufacturing, application, and recycling. This level of control has allowed BYD to be the first and only car manufacturer to produce its own powertrain system, batteries, motors, and motor control system. BYD's NEV solutions are making a global impact by helping to reduce carbon footprints. From passenger cars to buses and trucks, BYD's electric vehicles are helping shift transportation towards electrification across public, commercial, and private sectors. In 2010, BYD launched the world's first fully electric bus fleet, and today,
no gasoline, no transmission or engine required. Those are some of the features of an all-electric bus unveiled in Lancaster today.
their pure electric buses are supporting public transport electrification worldwide. Many major public transit operators welcome BYD's zero-emission buses, seeing them as a dependable and eco-friendly option that encourages more people to use public transit. BYD is a leader in battery technology, which has made it a top name in making electric vehicles and has given bus operators confidence to switch to electric buses. BYD's strong history of making over 1.9 million electric cars and 70,000 electric buses shows it is a trusted and reliable choice. Today, BYD's electric buses are used in 70 countries and over 400 cities, making electric transit possible on a large scale. Switching from gas to electric buses has helped reduce CO2 emissions by about 11 million tons, the same as planting nearly 896 million trees, making a big difference in fighting climate change. In Europe, BYD's impact is especially strong, with over 2,600 electric buses running or on order in 20 countries and more than 100 cities, showing the growth of electric transport. The UK, a key part of this shift, has over 1,000 BYD buses, some even showcased at the COP26 Climate Summit, to highlight their role in climate action. In the Nordic countries, more than 400 BYD electric buses perform well even in harsh weather. These accomplishments show BYD's commitment to both innovation and environmental care, raising the question, can any other company keep up with BYD in building a greener future? But even as BYD stays committed to leading the EV industry, its achievements have not been without controversies. Let's take a look. Controversies surrounding BYD vehicles. As we have emphasized before, BYD, the Chinese electric vehicle giant, has been at the forefront of the electric mobility revolution, providing electric buses and cars worldwide. However, the company has also faced a series of controversies across different markets. These range from allegations of poor vehicle quality to customer dissatisfaction over pricing strategies. Here's a look at some of the significant controversies that BYD has had to address over recent years. In December 2018, the city of Albuquerque, New Mexico, took legal action against BYD. City officials alleged that BYD's electric buses had multiple quality issues, including poor welding, malfunctioning doors, faulty brakes, and disappointing battery performance. The city council claimed that these issues left the buses unable to meet the demands of public transit.
We got our first look at St. Louis's first battery electric buses. Mayor Lyda Crewson got a tour of Metro Transit's 2 new buses.
Although BYD denied these accusations, the lawsuit concluded with a settlement that required no financial exchange. Also in 2018, an investigation by the Los Angeles Times found that BYD's electric buses used by public transit agencies in California were underperforming. These buses reportedly had issues with frequent stalls, and their driving range was significantly lower than advertised. For California's transit authorities, these reliability issues were a blow to their goal of promoting greener transportation alternatives. The findings hinted at a gap between BYD's claims and real-world performance, leaving agencies and commuters frustrated. In early 2023, BYD admitted that its electric buses in Japan contained hexavalent chromium, a toxic chemical that poses potential environmental risks. BYD stated that these buses would be detoxified before being scrapped, reassuring the public that this process would prevent environmental harm. However, the admission raised questions about BYD's environmental practices. While the company took steps to address the contamination, the presence of hazardous chemicals in vehicles designed for eco-friendly transportation created doubts among consumers and environmentalists alike. In 2019, BYD won a massive contract with Keolis Nederland, which ordered over 250 electric buses for the IJsselvecht region in the Netherlands. However, just months later, it emerged that Keolis had made undisclosed arrangements with BYD during the bidding process, amounting to what authorities saw as fraud. Although Keolis initially retained the contract as an emergency measure to keep the bus network running, they lost it after 2022, when a new provider, EBS, was chosen to take over. When BYD's buses finally hit the roads, drivers and passengers quickly noticed serious issues. Reports described batteries that would show full charge on the dashboard, only to drain suddenly mid-route, stranding buses unexpectedly. There were also complaints about the buses veering to the right and requiring constant steering adjustments to stay on course. The driver's seat wasn't centered, and many drivers reported physical pain due to the awkward positioning and frequent adjustments. While the companies involved agreed on a cost-sharing arrangement for repairs, details of this agreement remain undisclosed, leaving a sense of unresolved tension. In June this year, BYD faced scrutiny from Thailand's Consumer Protection Commission and Office of the Consumer Protection Board after a customer complained about a misleading sales tactic. The customer had been persuaded to buy a BYD Dolphin with the assurance that prices would rise soon. However, just a few weeks later, BYD slashed the car's price by 140,000 to 160,000 baht, causing frustration for early buyers who felt misled. The issue reached the attention of Thailand's Prime Minister Srettha Thavisin, who discussed the matter with BYD CEO Wang Chuan-fu. Wang assured the public that BYD would address these complaints, but the incident left many Thai consumers feeling deceived. In July, BYD's off-road vehicle brand, Fang Chengbao, decided to cut the price of its Bao 5 model by 50,000 yuan. The aim was to compete with Great Wall Motors' popular tank series, but this sudden price drop sparked protests among customers who had already paid the higher price and had waited months for delivery. With banners in hand, these frustrated buyers expressed their dissatisfaction, feeling that BYD had undervalued their commitment and loyalty. In spite of all these controversies, one thing is clear, and it is that BYD takes the lead in the EV industry. Generally, independent mechanics are known for their more individualized care and cheaper rates, but they often have difficulty obtaining the equipment and diagnostic software required for extensive repairs. Self-employed mechanics frequently take great pride in their work and cultivate enduring bonds with their clients. These mechanics might be limited in the range of services they can offer if they do not have access to the relevant data and updates from manufacturers as a result of these proprietary software. The constraints to accessing these softwares changes the entire landscape of auto maintenance and repair. It simply means that these mechanics risk losing customers, and the customers themselves would spend more on repairs. The auto repair landscape is evolving, and not necessarily for the better. In an attempt to reduce the impact on independent technicians, some makers are providing repair information, diagnostic tools, and manuals to mechanics, though often at a cost. This helps the repair shops service EVs, but limits free access. EV companies also perform many repairs remotely through remote software updates, reducing the need for in-person service. To fill these gaps, some deploy mobile technicians, however, completely relying on remote fixes and mobile reps risks, limiting independent shops' roles. As a result, some manufacturers collaborate more closely with third parties through training, tools, and support. Customers are also worried that automakers may be economizing by sacrificing some features. This calls for rapid attention because producing vehicles that are less dependable or have shorter lifespans could discourage customers from purchasing them in the future. This may start a cycle in which businesses cut costs without addressing the underlying problems with quality. People may start to feel less confident in purchasing electric vehicles if cost-cutting initiatives make automobiles less dependable, and this might slow down the transition toward more environmentally friendly transportation as customers continue to hold quality and trust very dearly in their choice of automobiles. Navigating the high stakes of owning and maintaining EVs. It isn't uncommon for customers to want to cash in on their automobile. One barrier, however, is if people are made to believe electric cars are less robust, then the resale value of EVs may decrease dramatically. This decrease can cause prospective customers to avoid buying an EV, further challenging the market for these cars. It's also possible that the infrastructure for electric vehicles, such as maintenance facilities and charging stations, won't expand quickly enough to keep up with the demand. If charging or maintaining an EV becomes very difficult for a person, they may choose to continue driving conventional gasoline vehicles. Car insurance is another important factor to take into account. It is more discouraging now that the cost for EV repairs is almost equivalent to the cost of the automobiles themselves, so repairing them often becomes ill-advised. This also has an effect on customers, especially since it could affect their insurance credit. As one of the EV giants, Ford's current actions could influence how electric cars develop in the future. When you purchase a Tesla, for example, and it is involved in an accident, the insurance company will frequently choose to declare the vehicle a total loss. They take this action because repairing a Tesla can be costly and difficult. Another issue is that the payout from these insurance companies is mostly not enough to replace the Tesla or any other EV. This problem is largely because of the car's complex systems features and design, in addition to the expensive and difficult repairs protocols. It's clear by now that EVs create unique challenges to insurers and repair specialists due to their advanced systems, particularly their complex battery designs. When an EV battery is damaged, the cost of repair is often so high that insurers would immediately frown at the high repair bill. This process can indeed be frustrating for EV owners. More so, this situation can affect future insurance coverage and premiums, as being labeled a high-risk customer can make it harder to obtain comprehensive insurance at a reasonable price.